Wait till you see how we're catching these fish. Look at the size of this thing. Holy cow, look at the size of that pike. Oh, come on, baby. Wait till you see how we're catching these and what we're doing this week. Oh my goodness. Come on, baby. Come on back here. Yeah! Look at the size of that thing. Holy cow. Yeah, buddy. Folks, holy cow. That is awesome. Wait till you see what we're doing this week. Don't miss this episode. This is Hook and Hunt TV. Man, what a pike.
We're now south I-55. We're gonna take a little scenic drive down Interstate 49. We're just looking for a good time. Better buy another case of beer, 'cause you know you're gonna need it here. Time to go. Yeah, we're gonna start the show. It's time to call you.
Look at the size of that thing. We're gonna measure this in a second and take a picture. We're at Dunlop's Lodge and Outpost in Northern Manitoba. I've been coming here for years. This is why. We're gonna measure this. We'll be back right after this. This segment of Hook and Hunt TV is brought to you by Covercraft, car covers, seat covers, sunscreens, floor mats. Covercraft, protection for whatever you drive.
Yeah, hold on to it for a bit.
Show you guys something anytime you're catching big fish like this, don't shake the fish back and forth, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold it by the tail, and I want her to get the water going through herself. I don't want to pull her back and forth. I actually learned that from musky fishermen. You don't want to do that. Just let the fish breathe on its own, and what you're gonna do, you're just gonna hold it here. These fish are precious, man. This is a big resource. It's an old fish, you know, and you just want to take your time with them, and when they're ready to go, they'll go. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of holding her here until she gets off on her own. There she goes. That's how you do that. You're gonna love this. Bass guys is just like bass fishing. I'm taking his streaks. This is from Z-Man. Now check out this. I've got an 8-0 headlocks hook on here, and what I'm doing is I'm working it just like a soft plastic jerkbait through the weeds. These fish are not coming up. We just had a front go through, so everything is slowed down. So when this bait settles with this weighted headlocks, this bait just kind of goes down in the weeds. You get a thump, just like your bass fishing set up on it, and you just catch a 20-pound fish. This is awesome. Now, we're gonna see if we can do it again. There he comes. There's a nice fish there. Goodness gracious, they're strong. Oh. Man, fishing these weed beds like this is so much fun. Another nice fish there. We're just having such a good bite today. Switching off between this Dr. Spoon and that Streaks XL. Oh, nice. Good job. Nice fish. Oh. What a day. What a day we're having. This is fantastic. That's how that's how I like to get them hooked like that. Let's see if we can pull this fish up here for you folks. See it? There's a nice pike right there. Another nice one. Mid to upper 30s. Here, Mike, if you want to move that net for a second, I'll put this fish back right here. Get the pliers out. This is really nice. See, up here it's got to be barbless, right? So this is what's nice, is when I get it in the jaw like that, and they are hitting it really good today, but the nice thing is I can work the hook out. Their mouths are so strong. But there you go, just like that. Never, by the way, never leave a hook over the side in Canada, because you're going to end up having another pike grab it. So now we can easily just let this fish go here. Just like that. As long as you keep tension, on your bait. As long as and the fish runs one way, hold your rod the other, you're always going to keep tension on that fish and make the fish work against the rod. Simply land them just like we did there. The hooks are barbless, they pop right out, and that fish goes. This is just one of those. I've been fishing pike for over 40 years. This is just one of those days. I hope you get to experience it. It's incredible.
Yeah, when you're out pike fishing, there's one thing you got to keep in mind is that if you're noticing a lot of big follows, the fish will follow it and they're kind of investigating the lure. So you notice you can't get a strike from them. You're trying everything, different lures. And then you know what you need to do is put that in your memory bank. Remember that spot. Come back at a different time. You know, and when the bite activates, boom, those fish will hit. So just keep, if you see big fish, keep going back there. You'll find the time they'll bite.
And now it's time for your Nord Outdoor Power Tip of the Week.
Hey, this is Doug with Nord Outdoor Power with your tip of the week. Hey, what we're going to look at today is seasonings. There's a wide variation of seasonings, and everybody's got their own different palate for what they like and what they don't like. Two of our most populars happen to be the barbecue type. So this one, But the Kitchen Sink from Smokin' Brothers, is just like a barbecued potato chip. Works with a lot of different things. You can also get one that is called Plus the Kitchen Sink. This one adds a little bit of pepper in there, gives you a little more spice. So always make sure you know who you're cooking for so that you get spices that they're going to like.
And that was your Nord Outdoor Power Tip of the Week. Hook up with my outdoor power source at nordpower.com.
Okay, come under the boat. There we are.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
Oh man. Big old thick fish.
He likes the bottom of the river.
Yeah.
Top.
Another big fish here.
All right. Gonna bring him back. Nope, not yet.
Not yet, you ain't.
All right. Bring him back. Yep. Next time.
Yep. Powerful fish.
Yeah, yes. Come on, little
Good
buddy.
one
You wanna
there.
Come back this way. There.
Nicely done. Nicely done, boys.
Sweet. There we go. Not a bad one. Thanks, Mikey.
You got it, bud.
Let's put it back.
Good start.
Perfect.
This segment of Hook and Hunt TV has been brought to you by these and other fine sponsors.
As usual, I wanted to go over the lures that we used during this episode, as well as the ones that we used on this entire trip, and it varied. We are here about the first week of August, and they've had some really extreme conditions this year on Lake Waskiawaka, which is where Dunlop's is located. Now, the water level is 5 foot down, so everything obviously is moved way off the bank and even deeper on some of the weed lines than usual, so we had to adjust. Now, some of the lures that we usually use this time of year here these have always been good for us whenever I come to Canada. You've got Rapala's Subwalk, and also we never, ever go to Canada without the Storm Flat Stick. These have always been great for us. Now, some other lures that were good, especially because we had front after front after front, so we had to downsize. Little Vibrex in that orange color right there. That's a number 6. Always a good one. Just don't come to Manitoba, Ontario, or Saskatchewan for that matter without a good supply of Vibrex in number 5 and number 6. These will always work for you. The other one is a Northland Forge minnow spooner. I've been throwing this one for years. This is just always a great choice. And I like mixing these up, especially because right now we're covering expansive weed beds. And so we'll go over it one way and maybe come back another way. And so I like to change up the lures. Also, when you're with your partner in the boat, don't be throwing the same thing. Make sure that you're throwing different lures until you figure out exactly what the pike want. You can home in on it easier that way, and that way you can show them different choices. Now, the plastics we use, obviously the big fish bait for this trip was right here, the Streaks XL. And we have it weighted with this headlocks hook. What this weight does is it actually helps the bait glide down into the weed bed. So I wasn't fishing this shallow. We were actually fishing this deep into the weeds and on the edges of the weed beds. The strike, very subtle. Weight. Reel down just like your bass fishing, set the hook. The other two baits that were good for us. The Heroes has been great. This is actually my number 1 springtime lure when we're up here when the pike are shallow in the weeds. Do not forget this one. This is the Mag Swimmer. Absolutely a fantastic bait. These are the two baits that we use, or two colors we use. Right here, white, and then this is a purple demon. Make sure you have some of these. And that is the lures. Last thing to tell you, line that we use, Suffolk's 50-pound performance braid. Always a killer up here, gives you more control over the fish. And the last thing that I should tell you, always make sure you have a good pair of polarized sunglasses. Especially in these weed beds, you need to see fish shallow. As always, we're always wearing the fish on. Performance gear glasses, these things are fantastic, very lightweight, and helps us see down. On top of that, with all these treble hook lures, it will protect your eyes from a stray cast. God gave you one set of eyes, make sure you protect them. We protect them with fish on performance wear. That's the setup we have. Not real expansive, but this is stuff that really will get through the weeds and help you cover the water thoroughly, and chances are you will catch a big fish. Windy as it is today. Oh man, he's wrapping up. All right, Mike, I'm gonna come back this way. Come back this way. See if we can get him, keep him in the wrap there. Go. Nice shot, buddy. Nice job. Man. That was so cool. Saw the fish come up, rolled on the spoon the first time, missed it, kept the retrieve going. She came back and got it. All right. There's another beautiful fish. Look at that one right there. That's probably around another good 40-inch fish. This is heavy though. This is probably a good 12, 15-pound fish. There you go. Put this back here. She's not going to take long, I can tell you that. Go ahead. Sit there. Perfect. Hey, for the Angler's Workshop part of the show today, I wanted to go over the pike rod that I built for this trip. Now, for those of you who watched some of the earlier episodes this year, you saw a rod that I built that was for the Tokyo rig or for a jig stick. This is the same blank. That's what's so cool about building your own rods. This is a 7-foot, extra heavy with a fast tip. It's a Bushido blank, and of course I'm using the microwave guides. And all this stuff is available through American Tackle, and obviously you can get it at Angler's Workshop. But I wanted to go through a little bit about how I finished the rod. Now, for a pike rod, I went old school. I wanted to do the cork. Why? It's a lot more comfortable. It gives me a better rod to be able to make two-handed casts, and this rod will handle everything from half-ounce all the way up to 2-ounce lures. Now, when I'm throwing a jerk bait or when I'm throwing a big plastic bait, the cork, the longer cork handle right here is a lot softer against your ribs than a split grip would be. That's why I did that. Now, I also like a longer cork foregrip on here because it gives me a lot more leverage and it's a lot more comfortable, especially in cold weather. Now, like I said, I finished it off with the microwave guides. Again, why do I use the microwave guides? Because I either get the same casting distance or longer casting distance with a lot less effort. It's just a great line management system. So, if you want to continue to build or you want to build your own rods just like I'm doing, I'm loving doing it for everything that I fish for now. It's pretty cool because I'm catching fish on rods that I built myself. It's easy to do. All you have to do is go to Angler's Workshop or go to Lure Parts Online. Either way, you'll be able to get all the components that you can build your own rods. Remember, also while you're there, if you want hooks or if you want split ring pliers, all that kind of stuff, some of your essentials you need for fishing, you can find all that at Angler's Workshop and Lure Parts Online as well. But building your own rod, yeah, it's really cool, and catching big fish, that's even better. Just remember something, I did it, so can you. Ain't ready yet. That's the big one there. Come on, baby. We'll try to bring him to you. Look out though, he's coming back this way. Bring him to you. Okay. Should be able to do it. That's it. That's the one we wanted, baby. Right there. Woo! Oh man, way to go, Mikey. What a fish, baby. Oh, we've been coming here for years. We say it all the time. There is no place for monster pike like Dunlop's. What a trip. What a trip this is. Holy cow. Okay, let's get this fish out of here. Beautiful fish out of here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Big fish, guys. Big fish. Oh my God. Oh, big fish. Look at that. Beautiful monster. Let's put her back here. Man, I'll tell you what. Come here, big girl. She did not even a problem, man. Not even a problem. Folks, I'll tell you what. Mikey, we do it every time, man. If you have not been here, I don't know why, but you need to come to Dunlop's. Lodge and Alpha. Go to dunlopsfishing.com, Northern Manitoba. You want the shot, the trophy pike, of the pike of your lifetime. This is a place to come. This is the only place to come, and this is why. You have the shot with great guides, a great place, and the opportunity of the fish of your lifetime. DunlopFishing.com. Thanks as always for joining us. We'll be on the road somewhere, someplace, hopefully with another great adventure. But this one, without question, is memorable. God bless you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Crowley. For Mikey Pikey.